When I mentioned that I immigrated to Canada, and I think I was about somewhere just before 9, I guess. And the first kid I met on the street in Southwood, Calgary, his name was Ken Rullo. We ended up being in grades 2 to 12 together. We became inseparable friends that did all those iconic things that kids do, I guess, in Canada. You know, we played hours and hours of street hockey. Yes, hockey, believe it or not, just no skates. And I remember when we were 16, a flat top haircut was the cool. It was really barf, is what it was. And me and Ken decided we were going to go get flat top haircuts. And I remember Ken got his first, and I thought he looked silly, so I didn't get one. But he forgave me. I remember when we were 8, we got caught shoplifting at 7-Eleven. We stole some Mojos, and the lady called the cops on us, and the cops drove us to our respective homes. That was a bad day. I remember that. We were best men at each other's weddings, and he just became, I guess, as close as two buddies can be. He moved out to Salt Spring Island about 10 years ago, I guess, British Columbia, and to become a caregiver, and he took care of mentally and physically challenged people, and bathed them and dressed them and fed them and helped them die when the time came. And he phoned me 2 years ago, and he said to me, John, I got bad news. He said, I just got diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, which, if you don't know, is one of those horrible diseases. He was joking, and he said, if you're going to catch a disease, don't catch Lou Gehrig's. Anyhow, I looked online, I looked at the statistics, and I knew our time was short, somewhere between 3 and 8 years. So I started going out to Salt Spring Island about once a month, or whenever I could get enough airplane points. And anyhow, we just hung out, and we didn't talk sometimes. We just hung, and I watched him sort of lose use of his arms and then his legs, but it was good. It was fun, you know. I would leave the next day, and he'd call me, and when he couldn't call anymore, he would send message, you know, when am I going to come back, type thing. And anyhow, he died last year, April 13th of 2012. But one of the times that I got on the ferry to go back to Victoria to fly home, I took out a napkin on the rental car that was sitting there, and I wrote him down this song. It's called Beautiful Friend. We recorded this song on the last record, and I wanted to get it all finished and mixed and mastered, and we managed to get a version to him 6 hours before he passed away. And he sent word, which apparently was a struggle to even whisper that he loved it, which was great to hear.
Hello, my beautiful friend. I've come to see you again, and as much as I try, I can't say goodbye. When it's time to go, I'll just say hello. Hello, my beautiful friend. You could be judged by how much you're loved, and how much we've learned from the love you've returned. You must be a friend among friends. And if your worth while on this earth can be measured in part by the weight of my heart, you must be a friend among friends. Hello, my beautiful friend. I've come to see you again, and as much as I try, I can't say goodbye. When I leave to go, I'll just say hello. Hello, my beautiful friend. And for somewhere to cry when things go awry, when it's all too much, I can feel your touch and hear you say, go on, lean my way. Hello, my beautiful friend. I've come to see you again. And as much as I try, I can't say goodbye. When you leave to go, I'll just say hello. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hello, my beautiful friend.
Thank you very much.